Hello everyone, I'm Krasi, and this is my week, day by day, astrologically, to look at the most important celestial configurations to see how they influence us here on Earth. Now, there are many things happening on the sky. The first and the most important thing which is happening is the war. There is a war on the sky. Beyond any doubts, there is a planetary war. And as you know, every planet is represented by divinity, by a very high hierarchy being, spiritual being. And when you see these heavy aspects taking place on the sky, we have to be sure that there is something serious going on. Last week on Sunday, I made analysis on the square between, there was exact square between the Mercury, who just became visible in the first degrees of Libra, and Saturn. So there was exact square to a degree. And then I was telling you that this is definitely going to result in manipulations or trying to suppress truth, trying to suppress media. This is actually what was going on starting from the 3rd of November up until now. Now, the good thing is that slightly Mercury is moving away from this exact square, but it is there. The square is there. And Mercury is visible, which makes him ruling very much the situation, because he is ruling in a way us by phase. Mars is also ruling us by phase. He's very, very visible on the sky. Now, when you look at the sky, Mars is incredibly visible, which makes him very, very strong. As we speak, Mars and Venus are forming exact opposition. This opposition makes people very, very, very emotional, to the edge, very, very. It can influence the personal, romantic lives of people, but not only that, just their emotions. Along with that, we have a huge T-square formed right now on the sky between opposition Mars, Venus, and the conjunction of Jupiter-Pluto, which is taking place right now. This is a conjunction which does not occur regularly. And this conjunction happened already 2 times, starting from, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, December 2019, and then we had it in the spring, and then we have it now. And you see what it is leading. It is part of this big war which is taking place on the sky. War like what? Like between these super really powers, because Jupiter is the lord of philosophies, of this high level of spiritual teachings and knowledge. He's the lord of the high moral values, philosophies, truth. And on the other hand, we have Pluto. And here the Vedic astrologers will say they are forming something which is called planetary war, when 2 planets are exactly in the very same degree to a minute. This is what is happening right now. Jupiter is about high moral values, truth, moral, and philosophies, philosophical thinking, religion. And then you have Pluto, who is also very, he can be very, Pluto also is described by some authors, spiritual authors, that when we deviate from the truth, we don't want to mess up with Pluto, because Pluto is a guardian in his own different way. Pluto is also about the depth of people's emotions, and he's about the depth of the secret societies. He's about depth of everything. He's all the hidden. He's magic, he's occultism, he's death, he's rebirth. This is a cliche like, but he's very much about secrecy, what is going on behind the scenes. And then Jupiter is coming with his lofty appearance, and they form a war together. So the war goes on, ladies and gentlemen, because you've seen already the energies of Jupiter and Pluto together, and this is being repeated now. Now, as we speak, they're forming exact conjunction to a degree. So it's a war between the hidden forces and Jupiter, who in a very lofty way wants to reveal the truth. And this is happening on two levels. Then we have this very evident level. So we have the secret behind the scenes level of Jupiter, Pluto, Pluto acting, and then Jupiter tries to reveal him. And then we have on a very evident level, Mercury and Saturn square. And this is not a regular square, I have to tell you, because if you look at my video from last week, I was explaining exactly what this square means, and you saw exactly what it meant on the 3rd of November, how suddenly the truth was suppressed. This is what this means, Saturn Mercury square. Now the thing will go on. It's not over yet with reviewing the truth or not, but Mercury did not only become visible and direct, he became visible and direct in the first degrees of Virgo and in the of Libra, apologies, and in the very, very same moment he formed the exact square with Saturn. It's like a pure mathematics. God is the best mathematician, so he's showing us war on many levels. This is a heavy situation on the sky. And let me show you also another thing. As we speak, and this is valid for the whole last 5 days, the sun is passing through a very important constellation, powerful, beautiful constellation. And this is the constellation of the Northern Crown. And what is the Northern Crown? It's a crown. It's a constellation which is crowning and which is about making people visible in what they do. So the show is going on, and it's been going on for quite some time, but mainly during the last 5 days, because the Northern constellation is being emphasized by the transit of the sun through the Northern constellation, which will be for the next 3 days. So the show is going on, that's for sure. We will be having a lot to see. I think that slightly as Mercury moves away from the exact square with Saturn, truth will slowly start coming up, the reasons behind manipulations, this and more. And then let's see what the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction will bring us as a result. This can be something really mighty in terms of finances and power. To some, this can denote enormous power. Others, it may review. In any case, this conjunction is a fight, is a war, and it will result in truth coming out. It's yet to come. We'll be seeing what will be reviewed, and what will be seen will be beyond our expectations. Watch this heavy T-square on the sky. Well, yeah, the show is going on, like I'm saying, because the sun still has 3 degrees into the constellation of the Northern Crown. And then Mercury is still visible, direct. So this week will be, nothing will be resolved yet completely. I'm talking about elections in the States, but the truth will start coming out as it was suppressed as a result of Saturn-Mercury square on the 3rd of November. So what is this to say? I will start talking day by day, just to tell you what is appropriate for us to do or what to avoid in the next 7 days, starting from 9th of November until 16th of November. Just to tell you, this heavy situation on the sky is easily provoking fears. Don't give up yourself to fears, because this configuration is a result of divine will. So we just play our roles, learn our lessons, and we don't need to be afraid. We don't need to be absolutely to lower our vibrations. This is very dangerous now, because what is happening right now has no equivalent historically. It's unique. It is unique. Therefore, remain very spiritual. Proceed with your spiritual practices. Don't give up yourself to fears, and make sure that everything is a part of divine will, divine powers. And what is happening here on earth is result of what is being going on for quite some time on heaven. That's it. So let's see what is happening on Monday. Monday, 22nd lunar day. The moon is waning. The moon is in degrees which are not appropriate for surgical interventions because it is forming a bit of a complex aspect. And then the moon is actually in a very interesting esoteric spiritual placement, which is wonderful for spiritual practices, knowledge, studying, teaching others. These are as well stormy degrees, so the ancients call these degrees. On the other hand, Mars remains also on Monday heavily visible on the sky, still under his stationary phase. So you see the situation will be still a little bit tense. And yeah, we are under the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is mighty, very, very strong. On Monday will be felt as well. To some it may bring good financial results, to other just the other way around, but it would depend how these planets are placed in your horoscope. And that is why this week wouldn't be appropriate for new financial business initiatives. Well, to start studying with this beautiful Mercury visible, you may also to complete business. I would rather stay on a safe side. In terms of finances as well, this is a little bit this is so volatile that it is hard to predict any marketing movements. That's why I'm saying no completion, no new beginnings. The situation is extremely unpredictably volatile, especially with Mars, who is changing his course and who is also shiny and very, very influential on the sky. Monday is a day when in the morning, if you welcome the sun, because the day is ruled by the moon, you may imagine yourself like having a shower with blue or green, green colors. And then, of course, during this day, it could be appropriate to wear off-white, blue, even green as a esoteric color of the moon. You could also wear aquamarine, moonstone, larimar, many. Tuesday, 10th of November, 23rd lunar day, the moon is conjoined Regulus. Here we will have some brave actions. People will come with brave statements. People will be brave, will have courage. And it's a day which is fine for medical interventions, no new beginnings, to complete some stuff you may. The day is ruled by Mars. To travel, you may with this placement. You may, because Mercury is already moving away from Saturn, but still receives the influences, therefore be a bit, how to say, well, cautious. Medical interventions you may do. Because it is Tuesday, you may wear red. If you welcome in the sun, you can imagine yourself showering with red, connecting with Mars. The gemstones would be red coral, even ruby, even red garnet. Let's see, Wednesday, 11th of November, 24th lunar day. The moon is conjunct astrological star, brilliant for astrological studies, maybe good for some astrological predictions, fine for medical interventions. You may travel, no negotiate, but travel you may, complete business tasks, no new initiatives. The day is ruled by Mercury. If you're welcoming the sun, while expressing your gratitude to the sun, you can also imagine yourself showering with green or yellow colors, and you can wear emerald, green tourmaline, green beryl, aventurine, let's say. Thursday, 12th of November, 25th lunar day. The moon is in a powerful position of knowledge, degree which is great for teaching others, sharing your knowledge with others, doing your studying, very, very good. No medical interventions. Mars is making opposition, but really great to to study, to teach others, to travel. Yes, on this day, on Thursday you may, but on Friday you will not be able to, at least if you want to be on the safe side. On Thursday, ruled by Jupiter, if you welcome in the sun, you can imagine while welcoming the sun that you are like receiving a shower of light, which would be, oh, this is for protection, which I'm telling you. It comes from the notion, the knowledge of the master being Sadunu, who is giving these recipes for protection every day, to play with the colors of the planets to receive their blessing and protection. So on Thursday, esoterically, he's giving the color blue, but the color of the planet would be orange, yellow. So you can imagine whatever color resonates more with you. So you can wear yellow sapphire as the first choice, and as a second, the citrine. And yes, on this day, medical interventions I would rather avoid. And then let's see, Friday, 13th of November, 26th lunar day of the waning moon, exact opposition by Mars. I would avoid medical interventions. I would avoid conflicts. It will be a day very volatile. Markets will do like that. And it will be also a day which will be very volatile in terms of people's emotions, relationships. So this is valid also for Thursday and Friday. Be very spiritual. What is saving us is this connection with God, spiritual practices, knowledge. It is a day ruled by Venus. So naturally, if you're welcoming the sun, you can imagine that you're receiving a shower. The Master Being Sudunu is advising light blue, but you can go also pink, even white. And on this day, you can wear diamond, pink diamond, pink quartz, pink tourmaline, and medical interventions. Not even be careful not to get involved into risky situation or conflict. And then 14th of November, Saturday, day ruled by Saturn. Again, vulnerable day in terms of markets and in terms of truth and information which will come out, which may, again, there will be a fight for the information that will come out and the other part will try to suppress it. This will be a very tense day. It will be about on Saturday. And Mercury visible, the sun out of the constellation of the Northern Crown. This is interesting. This may start forming already like a conclusion, like to this show that we've been witnessing. When the day is ruled by Sunday, we need to be aware of this because Saturday, excuse me, because the day is ruled by Saturn day. We need to be cautious always on the Saturdays because Saturn is a malefic planet. But if you're welcoming the sun, imagine yourself like showering with amethyst, violet color or dark blue, and these are the colors that you may wear. The stone would be dark sapphire or onyx or whatever dark stone, black stone you like. Black diamond, very appropriate as well. Medical interventions, absolutely not appropriate indeed. Stay away from conflict, stay away from discussions, negotiations on this day because of this very heavy aspect on the sky. Traveling, I would also try to minimize. Good, it's Saturday. We may really do our studies, spiritual practices at home. This would be something good to do. A lot of knowledge. It's a day for this. And then we have on Sunday, 15th of November, invisible moon. And then invisible moons, 15th of November, 16th of November, 17th of November, 16th of November, 2 days to be careful. These are the days where it's not a benevolent day. Sunday is ruled by the sun. If you're welcoming the sun, imagine amethyst color or the colors of the sun purely, which would be orange, yellow. Imagine that the sun is blessing you. Wear garnet, ruby. But it's a day appropriate to do what the ancients would do. Stay in the temple. contemplate, prayer. They would do exactly this, and this is valid also for Monday. So these 2 days, avoid conflicts. I would tell you that statistically, most of the car accidents are happening during such days of invisible moon, on such heavy aspects like what we're having now. So enjoy the week as much as you can. Do not give up yourself to fears. This is what they want. I mean, everything is happening due to divine will of the creator. So everything is perfect. It is just perfect. Just enjoy the show and have a great week. And your comments are very welcome. I'm reading them always.